Howdy, howdy. I am checking in just this side of the solar eclipse that is taking place with the new moon in Taurus. And just as I kind of felt coming in last night, our shields are down. We are energetic beings. And so my duty to come on is kind of spontaneous today to kind of share encouragement for everybody that is feeling the intensity of the times. And I am going to share briefly about the Schumann resonance spike. The Schumann resonance is the frequency within the magnetosphere of the planet Earth, Gaia. And we are energetic beings. We are incarnated at this time in bodies for a very powerful transition that we're all witnessing take place. So as I shared this week with my couple of my videos, that we're becoming more and more sensitive to energy. And how I like to think of it is when the consciousness of humanity is changing and shifting, there's a lot of trauma that's taken place over the past 2 years, and even things, within our childhood that we're asking to face, to let go of, South Node in Scorpio. A lot of deep things that we may not even know that we're carrying. So what's happening is people's vibrations and energy is shifting on the earth plane, especially after this last 2 years. We're becoming more and more energetically in tune or sensitive to the collective as one human race, right? As spiritual beings, as souls that are ultimately, at the end of the day, when we go back to the oneness of spirit, it's the true essence of what we are. So I think it's important for, like I just shared recently, tapping into the divine, anchoring it down in our bodies, because we are integrating, we are purging. The feeling of knowing that the Schumann was spiking came through last night to me, with feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders, so to speak, feeling tension or density within my shoulder area, my neck area. And so I got on my massage chair. A lot of us are experiencing, I'm just going to name a few of the symptoms. Again, I am not replacing medical attention. So if you feel like you need medical attention, please do seek that. However, I am an intuitive. I am very tapped into the energy of not only myself, but the collective. And so I'm just sharing some of the things that you may be experiencing at this time. We're in the gateway of the eclipse. It doesn't surprise me that the shield is down, and that the solar energy coming in from the heavens is penetrating us right now, because that eclipse energy is the earth in between the sun and the moon, causing this eclipse energy to be like a portal. So with that being said, tension throughout your body. Some of you may be feeling that you're clenching in the jaw. Again, Taurus energy rules the throat chakra, so make sure you're speaking your truth. Be very nurturing to your body right now. Kind of meditation helps me to not be clenching, getting out of that fight or flight type of energy. The nervous system is huge. It's changing for all of us, even if you're not in tune with yourself. Uranus, the planet of change, electricity, cosmic energy, is right here with the new moon in Taurus. So nervous system upgrades can come through as anxiety, or just feeling really super like your heightened energy. Muscle tension, again, that is the light integrating. I believe our consciousness actually influences, and that we speak back and forth energetically as energy beings to the solar sun, right? So I believe that's what's happening this whole time, is it's our consciousness, it's responding. So it's just this energetic conversation going on. So get rooted in your body, feeling a jitteriness. I know yesterday my hand was shaking for no reason. Make sure you're grounding, make sure you're hydrating, hot flushes through your body. Sleep shifts, meaning you'll go really for a long time, be able to sleep really well. And then the next thing you know, boom, I'm not sleeping at all. Here is the current Schumann resonance to the far right. We've had a lot of this buffering going on. I feel a lot with the greens and whatnot. It's heart chakra, right? And that is truly where we're asking to merge our mental bodies, our physical bodies, our emotional bodies, our ethereal bodies to the oneness, right? To the holiness of truly who we are. So a lot of heart chakra things. So you could have, you know, wounds or emotional wounds or even physical wounds of the past coming up to deal with. And then currently right now we have this. This is what I woke up to. I woke up this morning, opened my eyes, gave thanks to God, creator of the universe, for another day. You know, a reminder to myself from the divine, from my soul, to hello, God, show me who I am again today. Show me who I truly am today. That's been a prayer of mine for quite some time since I had my firstborn, my only son, transition out of his body. So it's in the moments of trying to tap into your gratitude, getting into your heart space, and then the prayer that I briefly been doing within myself. And I guess I'm just sharing this because I'm encouraging you guys to have a mantra that feels right to you, because that'll really help you as we are going through so many changes. So mine specifically, and I do encourage you to have a specific one for yourself, and it can change and shift not only through the day, but, you know, day to day. And so mine has been calling upon the Mother, Father, God energy to help bring clarity to my mind, love and compassion to my heart, and balance between my physical, mental, emotional, and ethereal body. And like I shared yesterday, guys, build up your auric field. That to me is the true armor of God, right? Put on the full armor of God. Well, I believe that's a metaphor, just my feeling into it, a metaphor of protecting our energy, not from, you know, whatever, uh, knowing who you are as a divine spiritual person, being, but that protective shield is so that we don't absorb so many of the hurts and a lot of the purging that we're seeing, not only on an individual level, but as a collective level. So that to me is just like so symbolic for the full armor of God. I'm very optimistic today. Of course, over the last, I would say year and a half, I was dealing personally with a lot of nervous system issues with this, things that needed to be faced and dealt with within myself, but also the help of Uranus, you know, that planet of quick change, really high cosmic energy, hitting my moon. And the reason I share that is because there's somebody else out there that I know that's feeling this. So if you're getting headaches, if you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling like ungrounded in your body, if you're feeling density within your body, you know, it's important for that nurturing energy to be, you know, fill your own cup first. Again, I use that term often because it's so important to not get bogged down. See this energy right now that's coming in. I feel, don't know if I'm accurate, can't prove it physically, is a clearing of density, a clearing of lower vibrations, more integration of the light, an upgrade of where some of us are in the collective consciousness that are doing our work, that are doing our shadow work. And, you know, in order for the darkness to be dealt with, we have to shine lights upon it, right? So I'm going to pull a card from the Cryon Oracle. Again, this can influence everything because we are energetic beings. I just said to my husband yesterday, I talk to God all the time about why do I feel these energetic shifts so intensely. So to me, it isn't to break me, it's to be able to, for my own awareness, and also to be able to help others. And so it's on, baby, it's on. This is the current K index. It is back down into green. You can always remember this K index, which is just the frequency of radiation within our atmosphere, within our magnetosphere on the earth plane, Gaia. It influences everything. Our animals, could be noticing your animals sleeping more or getting restless and running around. Red just remembers always kind of like a caution. And that means very, very intense radiation energy. The yellow is a little more, you know, leveled out a little bit. And then the green is usually what is quote, normal for the earth plane. According to my research, Gaia, the energy, the spirit of Mother Earth has already ascended into that higher vibration. She's just waiting for her humans to get their shit together, right? So yeah, let's do a Cryon energy oracle for this current energy that we're experiencing on the earth plane. Again, you could or could not be in tune with that. Personally, for me, I am, and there's other people, you know, I'm noticing shifts in my eyesight again. I'll go for just quite a while. I was just blaming it on allergies. I'll go quite a while where my eyes are really good and then they get red again or dry again or itchy. Again, I do believe now that I'm witnessing and observing myself that it is way more than just allergies. It's way more than just hormonal changes, which these cosmic energies do mess with people's hormones. So listen, do what it is within you, even if you're not in menopause like myself, to help your body balance out, right? Avoid soy. Soy, I'm allergic to it, but America has used such genetically modified soy and it actually pisses with our hormones. So if you're eating in so many things in the grocery store here in the United States have soy in it. So if you can eliminate those things that are very triggering to your hormones, these energies coming in won't be trying to penetrate through so much density or imbalance within you. A lot of you may be experiencing as well shifts and changes in your appetite. Like one day you're just super hungry, other days you're not hungry at all. Honor that. Just keep making sure you're hydrating yourself. I add a little bit of mineral salt to my water. It's an extra little boost of being able to stay hydrated. Hot flushes through your body and then cold. And again, I was blaming it just on menopause. It's not just menopause. This morning when I woke up, I knew the energy had shifted into what we're experiencing right now. So what is this energy from the Cryon energetic master himself? Love his channelings. What is it that we could be possibly integrating, purging, tapping into currently? Again, this is the 29th. Oh, Pluto went retrograde too, just so you know. As above, so below. My goodness. Let's see if I can drop the background so you can actually see the card a lot better. Yeah, a little better. How's that? As above, so below. Your DNA, a multi-dimensional molecule, has within it everything the universe knows. It carries your Akashic records, your spiritual being, all of your lifetimes, your spiritual purpose, and your karma. Everything is in your DNA. We're in an awakening. Why do you think they're pissing around with people's DNA with these things? You ain't messing with my God. You ain't disconnecting me from God. You ain't disconnecting me from my natural AI, my intuition, right? Whoa. So when I first channeled this message from Cryon, it blew me away. Is it possible that your DNA is actually our spiritual core as well? We tend to be so linear in all the things we experience as humans. We separate chemistry, biology from spiritual things. And some even teach that our bodies are actually a burden to our spirit, creating dark energy all the time that keeps us from enlightenment. Imagine turning this around. Our bodies are filled with God. The DNA molecule is the blueprint of all your cells, an elegant design filled with the love of God. What a concept. It also means that we have full control over our own bodies. Don't give your power away. I just have to share, I've had skin issues. It's part of this integration. I went to a dermatologist. I'm not one that goes to traditional medicinal physicians. I went. She said what it was. Not looking at any other part of my body. These people in this, it's going to change, but the medical field currently, you go to one doctor for this, you go to another doctor for this. They look at the body as individual parts instead of a beautiful working God created system that's all connected. If you're digestive, your first brain is off, every fucking thing's going to be off. Really important. I'm going to highlight this with capital letters, right? Listen to your body more than ever. Don't give your power away when it comes to things. So let me back up a little bit. What a concept. It also means that we have full control over our own bodies, since the spiritual component is right there alongside the biological blueprint. Healing can be done from within. Start with mantras, start with positive affirmations, do an energetic, keep your chakras cleared in your auric field armor, full armor of God, glowing. You know, the pictures of Yeshua. You see the illuminated light behind his head a lot of times. That's open chakra. That's his shield. That's his aura. It is important for us to have a strong knowing, remembering of who we are as divine sparks of creator, more than ever because of the changes and the shifts and the density that we're bringing to the light. As above, the sun's reacting, the sun's responding to our consciousness on this planet, and we're integrating and changing so many things within our bodies. So keep that in mind. It's like intense, but with the awareness, so much easier to navigate the energies and nurture yourself. Listen, this actually leads us to understand one of the core spiritual teachings given to us from the beginning. As above, so below. What is outside of us is also inside of us. To me, this means that within me is the beauty, the knowledge, and the elegance of God. And I will add to that grace, wisdom, not our mental understanding of things, the integration of all into our ethereal body, our mental body, our emotional body, and our physical bodies. So there we go. Just wanted to let you know, you're not alone if you're feeling these energies. Radical self-care. I feel like I just shared this on my new moon and Taurus solar eclipse. I feel like such a power. Many of you that have already been doing your work, this is going to be really over the next 6 months or so, a time where we are going to need to be that lamp out on the lamppost, so to speak, for others, right? So this is going to be our little quote test, so to speak, to see how we're doing. And you know what? When you're out of alignment, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Keep tapping into your soul and let your soul guide you. It's smart. It knows. 5 of Pentacles, isolated and alone. So the collective energy that's happening right now, especially over the past 2 years, where they wanted us to separate 6 feet apart, cover your face, make you fear other people, is the very opposite of what we've needed to do. We need to collaborate. We need to have community. We have to have nice, deep, emotional, spiritual connections with others. A lot of people are losing hope. A lot of people are feeling defeated. Reach out as starseeds, way showers, light workers, shamans, crones, whatever your role is on the earth plane at this time as an awakened one. Reach out to people. This isolated and alone. Over the last 2 years, this has been an opportunity, if we could rise above it, to see the bigger perspective, to see the deceptions, to face the darkness of the controlling energy. This has left a lot of people feeling that. And the opposite, the flip side of the coin is our duty now is to reach out to these people. The suicide rate is higher than ever. That's a subject that's very dear to me because I have lost a child to transitioning himself. It's a loss of hope. And what we can do as light workers right now is tap into the inner divine of our soul, embody it, take forth an action to help others, whether it just be reaching out in an email, giving somebody a phone call, calling them on Zoom, getting out in the community. If you're seeing somebody that's scared or in fear, be the one that says hello to them, give them a smile. We aren't intended to be all isolated and separated. Last one, Four of Wands. Foundation and commitment. Wands energies, fire, spirit. We have, in order to have a strong foundation, we have to tap into as above, right? Our upper ethereal spiritual essence. Draw it back down into us, embody it, be committed to that, because that's exactly what's going to help us to rise, not maybe within yourself, the feeling of feeling isolated. You're never alone. Spirit is always with you. But if you are feeling a loss of hope, tap into your as above, bring it down below, embody it, and be committed to that, because that will be how we rise above, right? You see these balloons in this picture above it. We will rise above the things that are below, that are taking place, that are purging, that are dying within the collective. Be committed to that practice within yourself. Not only practice, but living it, walking it, talking it, being it. Again, we're not perfect. We falter. But be committed to that, because that will allow you to have a stronger foundation. One more I am affirmation for this current Schumann spike. Woo! Hydrate, man, because I'm hot right now. I am able to forgive myself. Well, yesterday for the eclipse energy, I pulled reflection. So whatever is coming up for you, be willing to forgive yourself for not knowing any better, because when we know better, we do better. Forgiveness is a freaking powerhouse energy, and it is not to be about forgiving people's actions. It's about forgiving ourselves for being in the position, whether it be codependency that drew in, shitty relationships or whatever. Start with forgiving yourself. Start energetically. If you cannot forgive a person, again, not their action, but for harming you, start with just spiritually forgiving them, and you don't have to go be around them, right? It's about breaking through the shackles within yourself. Tap in. As above, so below. So as above, so below. So the energetic shift that we're in right now with the Schumann spikes is the heavens, the sun responding to our consciousness on the planet. Now, whether that be the high vibration of love, or whether that be the huge, lower vibration of fear that many people have bought into, irrelevant right now. It's about balance. So I send this to you guys with so much love. Enjoy this time. Plant the seed with the new moon solar eclipse. And until the next time, shalom, shalom.